Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So let's just dive in and let's start with this tweet here. So first off, we do see Tribalism Club, which is obviously a meme from Brad Garlinghouse, but he is quoting this video from Coinbase. And it's saying, I want the whole industry to collaborate more. Brian Armstrong and, of course, Anthony Pompliano discuss crypto tribalism and collaboration in the episode of Around the Block. It's funny that these two are actually talking about tribalism when we know that Brian Armstrong, with Coinbase, delisted XRP. If you really want to get rid of tribalism, why don't you relist XRP? Because, again, going back a few months ago when Coinbase was investigated for insider trading, they did get the document in hands from the SEC mentioning how many other different assets were securities. Why weren't they delisted? Only XRP is still delisted to this date, which is a big concern to me because, again, you cannot go on to these events or whatever you want to call them and talk about tribalism within this market, how we need to collaborate more, and then keep XRP delisted from your platform. It is comical. And then, of course, Anthony Pompliano, who for the longest time has touted Bitcoin as being the king of this entire market, the god coin, if you will, while still calling XRP a trash coin. He even trashed Ripple with XRP going back to December of 2020. And here he is sitting here talking about tribalism and collaboration. It's comical to say the least. But listen closely to this. It's about 30 seconds long.
I want the whole industry to kind of collaborate more. Like the divisiveness, the tribalism in crypto is one thing that kind of bugs me. I think it probably bugs you too. And the enemy is not other crypto people. Like we're all pretty much on the same team here. The goal is like, how do we 100x the size of the pie? I'm pro Lightning Network, like all this stuff. But I'm also like supportive of everybody in crypto who's basically trying to create decentralized cryptocurrencies that increase economic freedom in the world.
And again, you know, it would be great if these words were put into actions, but they're not. It's just words to make people, you know, seem like they are the good guys, the good companies within crypto. It's just comical to me at this point that people even listen to this nonsense. But you see down here, like if Coinbase really is about anti-tribalism, then they would immediately relist XRP, 100%. Yet they were the first ones to delist XRP. Again, it's just funny to me when we look at this and these people want to be the good guys. But I thought that was interesting. Let me know what you guys think about that video down in the comments below. Over here, we do see from Riz XRP, Chris Larson, Internet of Value. Listen closely to this. This is about 2 minutes long. I think that this is a very interesting insight on things happening around XRP as well as this market.
And I'm one of the co-founders and currently the executive chairman of Ripple. Since our earliest days, we really saw this as the building of what we would refer to as an internet of value, where value, money, is moving like data does today on the internet of data as we know it. And we think that's profoundly important because when you look at today's world, I think we see it as like globalization is not complete until you have kind of three things that are working together. That you have a really efficient and interoperable shipping infrastructure, and we have that with this beautiful invention called the shipping container. We've had that since the 50s, where every port, train, truck, factory is interoperable with any other port, train, truck anywhere in the world. That's a good thing and has made shipping incredibly efficient and accessible. Second, you need data to be moving globally, interoperably, essentially for free with access to everyone. That's what Internet Protocol did starting in the 80s and into the 90s, fundamentally changing the way we communicate. But that's not enough. We also need to have money and value moving in that same way, where every money network is interoperable with every other money or value network anywhere on the planet, where everybody has equal access to that internet of value, where costs are as low as they can possibly be, so that everybody can participate in that globalized economy. So we think with those three things that are in place, you truly have globalization that works for everybody. And that's why we're so passionate about working on this notion of an internet of value. That's fundamentally what we're doing here. And I think over the last 10 years, we've made great progress to that. We're really excited about what comes next in terms of what that's going to mean for the average person.
And again, when we really kind of look at the internet of value, what's happening with crypto, I've always said, like, this is probably the largest, if not, it is the largest revolution in technology that we've ever seen. Not even just technology, but also even finance. This is also why I say it's the greatest transfer of wealth in history. And also from Ripple themselves, they did post this over on Twitter. Businesses looking to gain a competitive advantage are leveraging crypto to improve operations, increase agility, lower cost, as well as better serve their customers. And we do see over here, preparing your business to be a crypto or to be crypto competitive, October 26, 2022. This just got posted yesterday. We do see blockchain, once considered an emerging technology, is now essential for enterprises and financial institutions keen to gain a competitive advantage. And this quote here it speaks massive volumes to me. Think about that. Blockchain was laughed at for so long, and now these massive enterprises, financial institutions, banks, they're all jumping on board because they see the use case, the potentials. And even here, we do see, as crypto solutions mature across various use cases, payments, customer engagement, and liquidity, among other, businesses are embracing the technology to improve operations, increase agility, lower cost, and better serve their customers. Like, this is the technology of tomorrow. This is the technology that everyone, and I mean everyone, listen, your friends will be utilizing this technology. I mean, their kids, everyone's future generations will be utilizing this technology without even realizing it. We are investing into the core of the future financial system. This is absolutely insane. And we do see a few things. Accepting crypto payments. Enterprises stand to gain from preparing their business to accept crypto payments for both e-commerce and in-store purchases. In 2020, survey by Deloitte, nearly 75% of retailers reported their plans to accept crypto payments within the next 2 years, and 32% of small business owners surveyed in the U.S. currently accept crypto as a payment. An additional study showed 40% of customers that pay with crypto are new to the merchant, and purchase amounts are twice that of credit card purchases. And this is just giving us a quick insight on where things are headed. I mean, think about this. If we're talking about 75% of retailers planning to accept crypto within the next 2 years, think about how large crypto will be in the next 2 years, the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. I mean, honestly, with how fast things have been moving, I would argue that crypto will achieve global mass adoption within the next 5 to 8 years. And I do believe that by 2030, things are going to look extremely different in this entire market. And of course, we do see integrating cryptocurrency, crypto technology, drive loyalty through crypto rewards, enhance treasury efficiency. A lot of this is centered on utilizing liquidity purposes or liquidity use cases around like XRP, for example, for liquidity purposes. We do see Visa being mentioned as well, found that 57% of consumers expressed a strong interest in entering the crypto ecosystem through rewards. A perfect area for loyalty rewards to be centered around crypto. We do see, of course, the liquidity hub being mentioned down here in terms of integrating crypto technology. A lot of this is just centered on liquidity and building out that bridge between crypto and fiat, which I think is 100% crucial for the success of crypto. I mean, at the end of the day, a bridge is going to be needed 100%, and I think that a lot of this is really kind of igniting the next major stepping stone for crypto adoption, which is going to be centered around the financial institutional grade area as well as the enterprise grade area. And we've already kind of seen that happening with some of the biggest banks in the game. DBS Bank, which we are seeing mentioned here by Crypto Airy, 3 days ago, DBS, the largest bank in Singapore and Southeast Asia, updated their customers. They are offering trading in 4 fiats: Singapore dollar, USD, HKD, and as well as the Japanese yen, with the established cryptocurrencies, namely Bitcoin, ETH, Bitcoin Cash, Polkadot, and XRP. And you guys can see that here, digital payment token exchange. They are mentioning all of the cryptocurrencies that I mentioned as well as the fiat currencies. Please note that in general, cryptocurrencies are classified as digital payment tokens under the Payment Services Act 2019. Digital payment tokens, this is essentially a currency. XRP deemed a currency. We do see over here, let's also not forget that DBS Bank sits on the Hedera's governing council 100%. We've been focused on that as well for a while. We've actually talked about the plans from DBS. And yes, DBS is a huge giant. If we actually go over here to DBS's website, I believe it's in their Insights tab, talking a little bit about the numbers behind DBS, or I thought it was here, or maybe it's in the About section here, so 1 second. So here we actually have a few of the insights behind DBS. So Q1 net profit was at 1.8 billion SGD. Down here we do see 686 billion total assets SGD, 6.8 billion net profit, 8.7 billion brand value, 33,000 employees, 40% of senior leaders and are women. Live more, bank less. Our promise to you: 54 years of history, 18 markets, 56 global awards. Like, this is a giant bank. And by the way, they have been making it well known that they are really kind of moving fast on digitization as well as adopting crypto. They are not, playing around. They are not playing games. Again, this is a bank that wants to adopt crypto heavily, and I do think that this is going to be almost every single major banking client out there eventually. And I also want to wrap this video up with the BIS. So BIS has been, for the longest time, touting CBDCs, talking about CBDCs, how they will work. And we do see connecting economies through CBDC, a joint project of the BIS Innovation Hub and 4 central banks. mBridge has reached an important milestone, carrying out a pilot scheme involving real value CBDC transactions across borders. And it's funny that they're actually looking at this, and this is a full-on X. I mean, I'm not saying that this is going to be XRP 100% off of this graphic, but I thought that was very interesting. But then over here, we do see a few things talking about CBDCs. We see a few of the areas that they were talking about here. It's all centered around cross-border payments. In fact, mBridge demonstrates that it is realistic to aim for a tailored multi-CBDC platform solution to tackle the limitations of today's cross-border payment systems. Learning from earlier project phases and the pilot, the project will continue building the technology and testing it while adding more liquidity, very interesting, compliance and connectivity features with a view to move or to moving the platform closer to production-ready system. The project's next phases are also expected to include additional use cases and participants and further work on the legal and governance framework. But I think that this is very interesting that it's centered on cross-border payments as well as foreign exchange transactions using CBDCs for supporting real-time, peer-to-peer, and also sourcing liquidity. This is insane to me. Now, again, is XRP going to be fully utilized here? We don't know, but we can only speculate so much. But I do think that's great to see them focused on high cost, in regards to like what is plaguing these systems. So high cost, low speed, and transparency, which all of these, and operational complexities, which all of these are fixed utilizing XRP under RippleNet. Just so that you guys know, if you guys didn't know that. But we are seeing a full-on revolution happening of the global financial system. A lot of people don't support CBDCs, and myself, I do not support CBDCs. I think that a wholesale one would be perfect while keeping fiat as well as a choice for CBDC out there. But we don't know what the major plan is around this. I mean, we could, again, speculate on that. In my opinion, I do believe that they are trying to usher in a retail CBDC globally and kind of put us on this system where they can fully control it, which, again, I don't support. But it looks like they are having this plan really kind of see the light of day, and they are moving extremely fast on it. And of course, this is the BIS, so this is nearly every single major central bank out there, and you could really see this at full scale. They want this to move as fast as possible, and they do mention some of the largest banks here that are a part of this research as well as this full-on report. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day. Beautiful night. If you guys are on this before, this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.